All right, we're going to show you Gig Boss app here. Gig Boss app is a app for freelance musicians to organize their careers. Here's our groups page where you create a group. I'm going to take you into the Adam Meckler Quintet, which is my quintet, and these are current members. And I'm going to add a sub to the group, so you can create a group. Of course, we're going to use a group that's already created, and we're going to add a member to the group. We're going to add Kavyesh Kaviraj. Kavyesh is a wonderful keyboard player from Minneapolis who I just played with in January at Crooners. Using a fake email here and a fake phone number so that you can't just reach out to him for no reason. But I'm a full-time musician and an educator, and this app was born out of the struggles of me being able to organize my career for a decade and trying to figure out how much money a gig paid and all that good stuff, and who was in a band, and who's been paid and who hasn't been paid, and my schedule and everything. So this is a group creator. Gig Boss is a group creator and an event creator. So we're going to go over to the gigs tab here in a second, and we're going to work on checking out what it looks like to create a gig. So this is my feed of gigs. I'm going to create a gig by hitting the plus sign, and I got offered a gig at KJ's Hideaway, which is the old Artist Quarter Space, an old downstairs basement jazz club in St. Paul. And what I'm going to do is put in the name of the gig, AMQ at KJ's, and then I'm going to type in KJ's Hideaway, and the app will automatically find the venue and put in the address. So one of the frustrating things about being a full-time musician was searching through email lists that were 50 emails long and trying to find the details to a gig. So here the details are easily findable. Steve Kenny, a wonderful trumpet player in town. This is also a fake email. He runs a series called Saturday Night Jazz at KJ's Hideaway, and he offered that gig. So that's Steve. And then we'll just put in the time here. So you can put in all the details of the gig, and then you will have those details at your fingertips in the gig feed, which is a scrolling feed of gigs that you can click on. There's actually a couple views that we could check out. But here I'm putting in the time as 8 p.m. I'm putting in the end time as 10 p.m. And I'm putting in the call time as, let's go 5 p.m. so that we can sound check a little before people come in for dinner. Then I'll choose the group. And here's where, like, if I were just playing by myself, I would choose freelance. I'm going to turn off all the emails because those are actually their real email addresses, and turn on Kavi. But if I were, a freelance, I would just choose my freelance category, which is just me, and I'll show you that in a second, actually. So the gig pays $800. We're going to split it evenly between me and Kavyesh, even though it would have been split evenly between 5 people ordinarily. I just don't want this fake gig to get sent to them quite yet. 11 p.m. is when the payment is due, so I'm putting in when the payment is due. So what the app will do is remind me to get paid. That's something that I've forgotten many times as a band leader and as a band member, is to make sure I get paid before paying people out. When you're a busy musician playing lots of gigs over a weekend, sometimes that will happen where you'll forget to get paid yourself before paying people out. So here you can click on the gig, KJ's Hideaway. You can see the details. You can see that I'm getting paid $400 and Kavi's getting paid $400. Now, Kavi won't be able to see who else is getting paid and what they're getting paid, just me as the band organizer. I can click on the 3 dots and add to calendar here. You can see it automatically adds to my Google Calendar, which makes it syncing easy with your calendar. And then here we've got our gigs page, and we can take another look at the past gigs if we want. And this is one of the real big helpful things of this app, is like at the end of the year, I would be going through my Google Calendar trying to remember what gigs paid and what they didn't pay, or if I got paid and all that good stuff. And I'd be kind of writing them out in a notebook manually. And here you can just click through your past gigs, see what it paid, see what the details were, where the gig was. You can calculate mileage from that because you got the addresses in there. So super helpful. I can see here that I paid everybody $175 a person, including myself. And a couple people that are in the Jan and Iber group did not get invited to that gig because they were not on it. So whoever's on it, you can see was invited or accepted. You can accept or decline invites. I'm going to mark this as received here. So I'm marking this as received because I had a little payment due stripe at the top, which is one of the notifications. So you can actually, so here's another gig. Yep. You can see now it doesn't have the red bar that says payment due. And you can also go to your invites tab, and you can accept invites in the app and via email. So every time you create a gig and it gets sent out, you go over to your email, and there's an email there that says you got a gig, and it's a little offer, and you can hit accept or decline. So you can hit accept or decline in app or in the email. Here you can view it in calendar mode as well. So if you prefer to view things this way, a little dot shows up where you have a gig. You can pull it up. You can click on it, see the details, and all that good stuff. And here I'm going to edit because I didn't know what this gig paid when I got the gig, and now I do know what it pays. This is actual real amount that the gig pays. Ooh, I don't know if I should be showing you all that, but it's a great gig with Steve Cole featuring Ricky Peterson, who's toured with Fleetwood Mac, and Paul Peterson, who's toured with Peter Frampton and Donny Osmond and Kenny Loggins and all kinds of people. And here's a gig I got coming up that's at the Land O'Lakes with some friends of mine up in the UP. We're driving down to the Land O'Lakes, carpooling with Steve and Tim in the notes. The notes section, you can kind of put whatever you want. And you can put whatever you want. So if you need to put a set list there, you can. If you want to put a Wi-Fi code, you can put that there. A lot of band members will go like, here's a Wi-Fi password. That's it. That's the Gig Boss app. And we're building lots more. We know that we can take the data that we currently have from people entering gigs, and we can deduce all kinds of things, do advanced financial tracking and things like that, which are our plans for the future. So this is kind of the bare bones, basic version of our idea, and we're really excited. It's out, it's free, it's on iOS and Android, and we're working with Craft Codery, a Minnesota-based coding team, to continue to build out the features of the app. So thanks for watching and listening.